Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I plant carrots. Today is a somewhat gloomy, rainy day. The ground is wet, so I thought it would be perfect. It doesn't have to be wet when you do it, but it is what it is today, so I'm just going to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my board to make my row. That just helps me. Just helps me to space it out. I'm going to use these Chantilly red carrots. I'm just going to pinch this. Now carrots have a natural poor germination, so it's always best to overseed them. And we can thin these out later on. Now I'm just going to lightly cover, not too deep. The rule of thumb is you only cover seeds that as deep as they are twice as wide. So carrot seeds are very tiny, so you know that you don't need to cover them too deeply. Just barely, because they're roots, they're going to grow downward, so they're not going to grow above the ground. Just a little light bit of soil. Even though the ground's wet, I'm going to water them in anyway. Now carrot seeds need to remain moist until they germinate. So the best thing to do that is to use a piece of wood and to cover your seed. They should sprout in 7 to 10 days, where you will just pick it up and give it a check until they sprout. Hi, so we're back about 4 weeks later, and I'm going to show you what the next step is. I usually thin out my carrot seedlings once they have grown a little. It just makes it easier to determine what's what, and I'm going to show you how to thin your carrots. It's very important that you thin your carrots, otherwise they will come small and they'll be all like misshapen. So it's important to give them each carrot enough room to grow a beautiful looking carrot. These are thinned, these are not. So as you can see here, these have been thinned. So I have given them about 2 to 3 fingers width of space between each carrot seedling, so that way they can grow beautiful. These ones are still all clumped together, So I'm going to show you an easy way to thin them. This here is some cilantro, so I won't thin that, but I'm going to show you what I do. So what I begin doing is just grab this is gonna hurt, a bunch of seedlings apart. Let's see. So these would have been all like little carrots, and no, you cannot transplant them. They will not grow. So we're just gonna thin out the carrots. So you can see here, I made that 2-3 inch space. So I'm gonna do that every bunch or so. To create the space. So as you can see, I did one here, one clump here, one clump here. Now, we're gonna further thin them. I got all this ginormous kale in the way. So we're only gonna leave one seedling. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seedlings. So we're only gonna leave one. So you're just gonna thin it out till you only leave one seedling left. Now I know that hurts to do, but you wanna give each carrot the amount of room that it needs to produce a beautiful looking vegetable for you. There's another one. We'll go over here. We only want to leave one. So I just keep thinning out till there's only one left. I like that one because it's so there we got, oh, there's 2 here. We got one here, and one here. Perfect spacing. Repeating that down the row. There. See? Now I know that's hard to do, and that hurts to rip out all those little baby carrots, but it has to be done. So you can try to, you know how I just scattered a whole bunch? You could try just placing one seed at each of the proper distance, but the only problem with that is carrots have a poor germination rate and you may not get them all. So it's better to overseed. They give you plenty and plenty of seeds inside a packet in order to do the thinning. So they do overcompensate you in the seed packet in order to do that. So happy gardening. Take care. Enjoy, friends. See you next time. Bye.